Come on over, it's time for Tim Friend.
And welcome back to Tim Friend. You're just in time for another cutscene episode. We just defeated the grim-dark Space Marine Uriel, and now we're celebrating with a hangover. Right then, are we all in one piece? Some of us more than others, but yes. I'll be fine once the world stops throbbing. Very good. It's time we did something about this encroaching army, I have a few plans in motion, but I'll need to debrief your lads before I can put together a real strategy. Oh, we've had lots of those already. Sir Marcus and Sir Eagler have been very helpful in that respect. Not to be rude, my lady, but such men couldn't plan their way out of an amusing faux pas. Good soldiers, yes, and by association, good tacticians, but good strategists are a much rarer beast. It sounds to me like you're just repeating yourself. Tactics is field level, Madeline. It means positioning each soldier correctly, retreating and advancing at the right times, reacting to changes, and revising your plans accordingly. Shit! I skipped the cutscene because I pressed B. Leonard's a strategist. His big, long-term stuff, logistics. Your help was invaluable, both in providing us shelter and in driving off our foe. We owe you a great debt, Bartfried, Mayor of the Vale. That's the truest things can be said. The sayings don't lie, after all. Oh, in the name of king and country, what? But that raises an interesting point. What's your stake in this, plainsman? It also ain't no lie that you've been even more invaluable to our good lord than I have. But you've no fealty keeping you at his side. Does he need a reason? Can he be doing this out of the kindness of his enormous heart? Wars have a tendency to affect more than just the men doing the killing and dying. Families are destroyed. Cities are abandoned, markets die and governments crash and children starve in the streets. All the while, its influence spreads and outsiders are drawn into the chaos. The young riders of our tribes will flock to the battlefields just as surely as the Pegasi will, eager to prove their bravery and strength, and in doing so, leaving their wives and children to the whims of the bandits and raiders. That's my stake, a world of empty homes and murdered children. Well, when you put it like that, there's a good reason he don't do much talking, I suppose. Thanks again for the assistance, mister. Yeah. Huh. He doesn't leave, partly because Sar talks about it. Sir Marcus, hold a moment. Sir Eagler, what is it? After fully acquainting myself with the facts, I feel I have wronged you. To accuse you, of all people, of neglecting your duties, why, the very idea is absolutely preposterous. Indeed, I have known few men of your worth in all my life, sir. You're very kind, Sir Eagler, but I am not incapable of error. Perhaps there was some way I could have prevented this debacle. Do not linger on it, sir. If your lord orders you to stand by while he takes his own life, you're duty-bound to— No. I apologize for my manner, sir, but I disagree. With the whole of my being. A knight owes his lord more than just grim obedience. He owes his honesty, his wisdom, and his love. No, sir, I believe I should have acted in the interest of Lord Uther's well-being, whether he liked it or not. Ah, you truly are a fine man, Sir Marcus. Here, I think you deserve this more than I. Sir Eagler, this is your crest. It is, sir. All it did for me was make me forget how much I have yet to learn. I think I shall spend time as a lowly errant once more. Sir Eagler. Nightcrest, baby. Now we can promote Isadora or Marcus. And contrary to what you might expect, that does not de-promote Eagler, which would be a very interesting consequence. There you are, kitten. It seems you found the place just in time. I'm on duty, Master Leonard. Oh, fine. Are you ready to pack up, Sergeant Major? But I only just got the barricades up. And look at these horse lines. Straighter than Roland's Way. I dare say I've never had such industrious workers under my command. Perhaps we could have convinced Bart to sign them over to us, but I'm afraid that parlor is closed. It's time for us to move on, sir. You weren't planning to leave without me, were you? Can we help you, ma'am? You can leave a space on the wagon for me. I've been walking all day and my feet are absolutely killing me. Well... You think I happened upon you in this hour of need by chance? Foreseeing such things is what I do. If we're to save the Falcon of this world, I must be beside you in your struggle. This, too, I have foreseen. This little cat fight is only a small part of the conflict, but an important part, and one I would see handled correctly. I'll go tell Lord Uther, I suppose. Sergeant Major, help Nime with her bags, will you? There's a dear. Be careful with that case, I haven't fed it in a while. Yes, you heard right. I tried switching it to a herbivorous diet once, but it became quite gassy. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. I don't know these voices. Where are you? I've no time for games. Oh, God. Relax. I was making certain neither of us were followed. It is as you said. Isolde's cursed agents arrived before we could cross the border, and we were met with resistance. That must be Eerie and Magnus, who are Isolde's cursed agents. And these two are perhaps behind even Richard in the assault on the border. She has turned the Lycians against us. That's interesting that they would use that turn of phrase. The trollop has no notion of what she does. No matter, her meddling is of little consequence. Ostia has produced what? An upstart noble and his band of merry men? The Duke is weak. He can ill afford to commit to a war, especially not against the likes of us. Stamp them out and continue as planned. I agree. What of your time in Bern? Did they suspect aught? No, news has not yet traveled that far. Regardless, the king and his cronies are all fully occupied with Project Immortal. And? And they are still testing. With Elamine's favor, they shan't have it working by the time we're kicking down their walls. So their ultimate goal is to invade Bern, in order to stop Bern from activating this Project Immortal, I guess. This is good news. I need to meet with one of my men to get the latest report, but I shall see that your supplies are delivered straight away. Continue observing the situation. As you say. Farewell, Archduke. I will be in touch soon. The guy on the right must be the Archduke. One of the major dudes. Farewell, Lionel. Lionel. Where have we heard that name before? Oh, Jesus. Too easy. I believe we heard about Lionel being a peacekeeper in Tristan's story. Alright, next time on Tim Friend, we will get crack-lackin' on Chapter 7X. Alright, thanks for sticking with me. I think, we still got time, I guess. Let's see if we can get through this cutscene. We'll go long if we can't. After the vicious attack on the Vale, Uther becomes wary of the danger his presence poses to any who would grant him haven. To prevent any civilian casualties, he moves his party back into the hills and seeks a new base of operations. Mottes and towers litter the area from border conflicts long forgotten, any one of which would be ideal, if not for the strong grip Richard's forces have on the area. Would it be possible to take one without a bloody and costly battle? Yes. The answer is yes. You want to run that by me again? Our problem is a foe too mighty to face head-on, and your plan is to hit them where they're fortified? This would not be a siege operation, Uther. Most of the castles built in these ranges were constructed during the 7th century, and are famous for their hidden tunnels and byways. We should be able to slip right into the heart of one through the area's abandoned mines. After we drive out the occupants, we'll have a place to withdraw to. And then, when they come knocking on the gates, we can slip back out the same tunnels and take another. Furthermore, with some luck, we might find letters in the command chamber and gain some insight into their next few moves. It's a brilliant plan, despite how it sounds. I see. I'll need Hussar on board, Miss Sybil. I have a talent for reconnaissance, but none for what ensues if I'm spotted. Yes, fine. You probably have better luck asking the Lady of Kalen, though. Sybil. He leaves because he doesn't like that Madeline likes Hussar. All that armor and still so sensitive. Ooh, gossip. Don't you bloody start. That's cute. Alright. A little more time. Let's see what talks we get. Business associates. Fargus. It's Magnus. From Aquileia? Sorry, mate. I make it a point to drink till I forget my trips to Aquileia. Don't blame you. It was 5 or 6 years back. I was a young runner for Man the Mean, and you had some arrangement with him regarding imported beetles or the like. Beetles? I don't think I've ever traded in beetles, but that might actually explain some things. Now there's a story I need to hear. Magnus's past as a criminal comes to light. Let's talk to Nime. Nime? What's that you have there? By now, I suspect you've encountered other bands like this. These items are known to have a certain fate bound to them. Wearing them brings your own fate into alignment with theirs. But for the right price, fate can be changed. Why is everything you say so damned ominous? I'm only being dramatic, I assure you. Take this and do with it what you are always going to do, free of charge. Bam! Body slams her right out the gate. If you start laughing after I leave, by my oath. Damn it, Nime! Incredible. I love it. Let's talk to Leonard. With a 2-star. Hey, Uther, are you in here? Yeah, come on in. I'm just going over some war histories Sir Marcus recommended to me. They're definitely relevant, but not the stuff my father made me study was dry. I can't make it 2 paragraphs into these before my head starts to swim. Adeptus Victoria, The Great Houses of the Midlands, Volume 23. This is a rare find, and he had it on him. Aye, and a half dozen others crammed into those saddlebags of his. How he has room for any useful equipment, I don't know. I guess he has a different definition of prepared. Anyway, here, perhaps these will make for an easier read. Letters? From your family, yes. The Freyans and Kaylini got some as well. Huh. Just leave them on the table. I'll get to them later. As you say, the meeting starts in an hour. Oh, mother. Oh, bummer. Alright, next time on Tim Friend, we will get crack-a-lackin' on the supports and the training, and go into the secret chapter, Chapter 7X. I don't know what the unlock condition for it is, but we did it somehow. Alright, goodbye everybody!
We're Tim Friend.